Well, what is up, everybody? It's Reverse here today. Apparently, Sony is rumored to have an exclusive deal with Konami for their games, like the Metal Gear Solid. People are saying they're going to remake Metal Gear Solid 3. Silent Hill, we know which is coming already, and potentially a Castlevania exclusivity. So Sony is paying for time exclusivity of Konami's games. Um, and yeah, it's just fascinating how, Microsoft tries to acquire Activision Blizzard. People are in outrage and uproar. Why is Microsoft trying to buy Call of Duty as the main game? People are concerned about the whole deal. Why are they trying to buy Call of Duty? Well, Sony has been sneakily making these exclusivity deals. Like, we know they got the whole Final Fantasy on lock for Final Fantasy games this year on lock. Their big Final Fantasy 16, and also the 7 remake Part 2 is going out this year. And now they're doing more, and they're doing more exclusivity deals, and this time it's with Konami. So, once again, Microsoft is the big bad guy for trying to get exclusive games to their platform. But no one really cares about this. People are even excited for this, which, me personally, I don't really care for any of these games, to be honest. I was never a big Metal Gear fan, never a big Silent Hill fan. Castlevania, that has my interest slightly if they do something based off that anime that was on Netflix. I really love the anime that was on Netflix. So if they do something based off that, sure. My interest is kind of peaked, but overall, I don't really care, to be honest. And I really want to play these games. I can play on my PlayStation, I do have, so I don't really have a dog in this fight. I don't really care. But it's just fascinating how, once again, Sony have all these exclusivity deals, but Microsoft gets punished and they get blocked by the CMA over some cloud gaming excuse BS. So it's just fascinating. But let's see what people got to say about this. Herman Host ain't messing around. Okay. As long as they still on the PC, I don't care. What is this nonsense? Wait for the future. So that's supposed to be Xbox gamers waiting for the future. And then what is this? If you want great games, we have a console for you. And it's this Phil Spencer pointing at the PS5. It's just funny. It's funny, haha. But if Xbox do exclusivity deals, you guys don't like that too much. You want Xbox not to do exclusivity deals, but they're completely fine with Sony doing it. Like, it just makes no sense. Happy we're getting new Castlevania games. Hopefully they're 3D. Yeah, I kind of prefer the 3D model for Castlevania, to be honest. I don't care about the old school like side scrolling. Make it 3D, and hopefully it's based off the Netflix series. Like I said once before, like I don't care about the older stuff. It's like that Netflix series got robbed of a Castlevania game. It's like Konami just been sitting on that IP, just doing nothing with it. So hopefully this is true. Like, even if it's an exclusive, I kind of wish they just made some of the Netflix series, because you literally have a popular series right there. You just did nothing with the and you make video games. You just did nothing with it. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you're a video game, Konami is a video game making company, but they don't make video games based off when their IPs are actually mainstream. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So even if Sony makes an exclusive, just make something new in the Castlevania franchise. These comments are just hilarious. Nothing but hypocrites after hypocrite. If you're opposed to the Xbox deal, give the same energy. Sick of gamers trying to play both sides because they love their plastic box so much. Shocker, franchises that are historically associated with PlayStation are going to be exclusive. I mean, wasn't all these games on Xbox at one point? So I don't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Metal Gear probably. I know they did have one exclusive game, Metal Gear Solid 4, but I think the rest of these are like multiplats. I don't think they got that strong association with PlayStation. If Sony manages to revive Castlevania, and being good, no joke, it would win the generation by a landslide. Then, apparently, his Xbox guys are really supposed to be angry at this news. Like, I don't care. I mean, at this point in time, you should probably have multiple consoles anyway, because a lot of games, you should have multiple consoles anyway at this point in time. Like, Sony should just buy the IPs and avoid Xbox fans calling them evil for making these deals, because according to them, outright purchasing is less worse. Oh, and nobody's going to complain about this, but Microsoft and Activision F no, apparently. It is blatant hypocrisy. Like, people are super mad when Microsoft makes exclusives, but when Sony does it, everything is awesome in the gaming industry. It's easy for Sony to get exclusives now. Yeah, nobody's calling Sony a monopoly as they keep making these third-party deals, get first-party content on their platform. Nobody's calling them a monopoly, but you know, Microsoft, you do it, you're a monopoly. It's just fascinating. Sony Army won't let the Activision deal happen. Don't count us out. If we unite, we'd be stronger than ever to destroy Xbox and shut this deal down. Sony Army, let's do this. Okay, so this guy's clearly delusional. He thinks he's part of an army. Okay. You're literally a guy typing something on Twitter. You're not part of an army. You're not part of a fictional army. What is wrong with these guys? Scummy Sony doing scummy business as usual. Yeah, it's like every time one of these companies, either Sony or Microsoft get first party content on their console, it has to be heavily scrutinized now at this point, because especially when it's a third party game you're making a first party or trying to get by on a publisher, it has to be scrutinized because we've seen all the backlash that Microsoft was getting for getting Activision Blizzard. But you know, Sony buys studios, consistently buys studios and make exclusivity deals. Nobody bats an eye at it. It's fascinating. I hope no more anti-consumer practices from Sony. And this is a crazy thing about this too that I just thought about, because people like to say that nobody buys games on Xbox, which we know is false, because each one of these big games are released. Resident Evil 4, I know where Street Fighter 6 is going to release. These games do well on Xbox. They just don't do as much as PlayStation because PlayStation has a larger user base. So, and when people want to push that false narrative that Xbox gamers don't buy games, then why do Sony keep making these exclusivity deals? If it's going to sell them on your platform anyway, then why make the deal to keep it off Xbox? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Watch Xbox and Xbox do absolutely nothing about it. I mean, they tried to acquire Activision Blizzard, but they got blocked. So what else are they supposed to do? Like, I agree. If the Activision Blizzard deal don't go through, they need to follow Sony's textbook. They need to follow Sony's example and just make a whole bunch of content, third-party content exclusive at this point. Why not? If Sony's doing it and nobody's batting an eye, then Microsoft's really do the same thing. And people are fine with Sony doing it. That I don't see why you have an issue if Microsoft does it. To make these third party games you can play on multi-platforms, just make them exclusive to their platform at this point. PS2 gen all over again. Cause yeah, so PS2 did have a lot of third party games being first party. So Sony says no, Microsoft can't buy Activision. They might make Call of Duty exclusive to their platform. Also Sony. Yeah, they're definitely hypocrites. You can tell this is fake because it's implying Konami will actually make a new Castlevania game, which is kind of sad because at one point Konami was actually known for making video games, but now they're just known for doing Yu-Gi-Oh cards and pachinko machines now. It's like, when was the last video game they actually made? I don't know. Besides like Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, like when was the actual video game stuff they actually made in recent memory? Chess, not checkers. Xbox needs to fix this fast. These remakes have been rumored for a few years now. I was never a huge Silent Hill or Metal Gear Solid 3 fan personally, but for others probably a blow. No idea what Castlevania they are remaking. It's not really confirmed if they're doing a remake for Castlevania or if they're doing a brand new entry. Like I said before, hopefully, if it was up to me, they make a game based on the Netflix series, but I don't know. So which Xbox is going to tell me that there's somehow a good thing for Xbox fans? And I'm just looking at it wrong. I'm going to become a time when y'all are going to have to wake up to this blatant disrespect to Xbox console owners by Microsoft. How is this Xbox fault? What? I don't get this Xbox fault for Sony making exclusivity deals. And when Microsoft tries to make exclusivity deal with buying a publisher, they get it blocked. So once again, I don't know what you want them to do until this Activision Blizzard thing goes through. They can't really do anything right now. So I don't get this comment right here in that post. And apparently there's a cat losing his mind outside my window right now. I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a cat like screaming his tail off right now. Like, what is going on? Jeez. They should just buy Konami if they're doing all that. Strange thing is PlayStation is beating the brakes off Xbox. Why are these deals even necessary? They will sell better on PlayStation anyway. I don't get. That's why I want to know. Why do they keep making exclusivity deals if it's going to sell better on PlayStation anyway? From what these people are saying, nobody buys games on Xbox. Then why do they keep making exclusivity deals? Obviously, people are buying games on Xbox. The console was over. Phil threw in the towel. Oh, they talking about the stupid interview. Apparently, Phil Spencer threw in the towel, according to these guys. The CMA has no problem with these deals, though. These are fine. Yeah, the CMA has no problem with those. Yeah, I'm gonna conclude it right here. It's definitely making me look side eye at some of these companies and these people in the gaming industry and the people who are supposed to be in charge of regulating the industry as well, like saying, hey, Microsoft, you can't have Activision Blizzard, we're gonna block you. But Sony make these deals like this, these big beloved IPs, exclusives. Nobody cares apparently. So those are just my thoughts about this. Like ultimately, I don't really care. I know some people probably care if you probably grew up with some of these games, but a lot of these games I don't really care about, to be honest. That's rumored to be a Sony exclusives. I don't really care about, to be honest. But it just sucks if you are an Xbox fan and you get to see more games be exclusive to Sony's platform, while Microsoft does the same thing and they get blocked. It just has to be annoying to see this constantly and constantly again. But it is what it is at this point. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like for this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.